Okay, so my name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I make these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am. Today was a great day, very productive. I'm feeling fantastic, specifically right now. First item of business, 110 dials and 0 book demos. But, so I don't know what's going on. It's like there were maybe 5-ish connections. Actually, technically there were 6, but they weren't the people that we're looking for. That's what phone prospecting is. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It ebbs and flows. There you go. I might consider looking into LinkedIn a bit more just to find a different sort of demo booking funnel, or potentially it just might be the leads that I'm calling, and not to blame the leads, but I know the leads that I'm working through are on the 4th or 5th reach out, and generally those ones people don't pick up on, but people have. It just isn't exactly the person that we're looking for. So it's what I can confidently say with confidence. What I can comfortably say with confidence, I think that's what I meant more. I meant that is what I was meaning to say, is that, I forgot what I was trying to say. What I can comfortably say is it's not my inability to book, because I know I have 4 months of doing that to prove that sentiment otherwise. So then, am I blaming the leads, or am I experiencing the typical things that happen when you're phone prospecting, which is some weeks or months you aren't getting as many hits as not. But I am disqualifying people. So again, I'm not booking. It's better than booking everybody and then posting demos with people who I shouldn't be hosting demos for. Additionally, before the more important thing, what happened today was I switched my car insurance. Got something at like 1/3 of the price, which was fantastic. There is a cancellation fee, but it essentially is just paying like a month worth just at the end. And when I factor in the savings I would make between that and the end of the initial term, I'm like, it's ridiculous. Like I went from around 300 per month to around 100 a month. So like, okay, like if I have to pay $300 once to cancel it, like I'll make that money back after the 2nd month of being with the new program. But so that's good. But then the more important thing was the sales presentation that I had that was hosted today went. In total, I have worked on it 8.25 hours, which I probably could have done more, but potentially for the actual context, the amount of work I put in was enough. But feedback from people was great. The chat was like, where the Google Meet was blowing up. I think in retrospect, I should have done a better job monitoring that, because I took screenshots of the chat so I could reread it afterwards. And there were some questions that I did not answer, if I had have seen, I would have been able to, as well as there were things that I omitted that I meant to say in the presentation, like when I was comparing, which again, what I'm going to talk about, you're going to have no context for, but the demonstration of one of the examples was showing how a gym membership is less valuable as plastic surgery, specifically because the time delay is lower and the effort and sacrifice is lower for plastic surgery, which there's a question going like, is that what you're trying to make the point of? And I should have made that more explicit, as well as when I was going over each of the 4 variables specifically in regards to plans. Well, for the first one, I got a volunteer from the group to give me an example, but I didn't. I got lost in the presentation for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th variable. But at the end of the day, people were captivated. People didn't randomly leave. So I had their attention, which was good. I feel proud of the presentation I put on, given the amount of work that I put into it. Like, not like the amount I put work into it, like I'm proud I did a lot of that, but I'm proud with the outcome, with the amount of work, like only 8.25 hours put into it. And there's one person who said, what did they say? They're like, they said you need to start making look videos, Duncan. I think look videos was like a typo, but you need to start making videos, Duncan. that was nice to see somebody else say unprompted, because then it's just reinforcing the identity that I have for a goal. Like if I want to make videos, which is what I'm making right now, but maybe more specific, like not educational, but like videos with more effort put into it than just turning on a camera and talking, that's something I would like to do. And so seeing as I've put on a presentation and somebody has, without me asking for it, said you should make videos, is like, hey, there's feedback from the environment telling you that internal goal is something worth pursuing, and not you have the internal desire to do it, and the external world is telling you, is reinforcing that perception. Yeah. I think like it could have been more polished, but again, you can always improve a bit, no matter what you're doing. But it's nice. I'm glad I volunteered to do it, and I'm glad that I hosted it, and I'm glad I feel I think what I'm most happy about is the fact that I rehearsed it last night. I did it twice, and then again today as a longer version. So I felt more prepared, and so delivered things more prepared. And then when things went silent, I had an idea of where I was going. So it was all good in the end. But yeah, oh, and then the other thing is the landlord came by to see if I was going to renew the place, and I'm not, because it's tiny, but it's still cheap on rent, so not complaining. But then he was like, well, because I said I'm moving to Montreal, which I am, once I find a place. But he said, like, as of now, they're not going to rent out the building, but if I find a place and want to sign the new lease in Montreal in March, April, May, June, they can find someone to take over the remainder of the lease here, which is nice as just a little pressure alleviation, because then it's not like I have to find something that starts July 1st or else I'm going to be paying double rent and then coordinating all that crazy stuff. That problem isn't there. And seeing as it's January, there's enough time to do a proper search, which is nice. But yeah. Tomorrow's Thursday, today's a great day, and I hope you're having a good time.